More marbles. Alright, so the question is whether we're going to finish tonight or not. This whole game. It's quite possible at this point, I think. So we usually average around a bit over 10 levels per night for me. And we have 11 levels left. So it's very, very, very close. But all we have left is the city, and then the last of the Stump Temple. Hopefully it's not going to be too underwhelming doing the challenge stage and the Stump Temple after completing this. I think from the game's perspective, the idea here is that these are the final levels. That's the impression that I have. Of course, if the game really wants these for the final levels, they can also make it so that you can only unlock the final level for Night City if you finish everything else. Perhaps. I don't know. But here we are. The big, pretty night. Honestly, I think this is a visual downgrade from the Night City in the original Kororinpa. Like, by a lot. Also, this scares me. But not having the 3D and not needing to see the cars moving around down below you and the like cool neon signs, like this is so much more generic and much less interesting looking. And yeah, you can hear some stuff. Doesn't mean much, I don't think. Ooh. There's the ant, by the way. I haven't been looking. That's what the ant is. I thought there was something up there. But I'm not sitting right somehow? I'm holding the remote right, I'm sure of that. Ah, I don't know what's happening here. Should be fine after a few minutes. So what happens, you don't play this game for a week and then you gotta get your marble hands back. Come on. But we're gonna have to get good at this part here, considering that... Ah, really? Ugh. Considering that we have a few of these to do in a row, to say the least. This is how we're starting out too, so it looks like we're not gonna be taking it easy here in Night City. If there's ever time to blow out all the stops, this would be the time, I guess. Okay. I don't necessarily have to survive or anything, so it's not that big of a deal. Although I prefer to, of course. Okay. This one might be a little bit more awkward. Oh. Mainly because it was surprisingly easy to overshoot that thing. I accidentally went too far both ways. So I guess you just need to... That's one way to do it. I don't really know what the strategy is for this. You could just bounce and then catch yourself like I did just now. I don't think that's really the optimal way of doing it. I think it's best to just try to stop yourself like that. So I should be leaning... Why is this not obvious to me? I should be leaning forwards, I would think, for this part here. There we go. Yeah, I mean, you do have a decent amount of space here to work with. A decent margin for error. I mean, not that I didn't get close to falling off just then. Are we gonna do it? No, you couldn't do it towards the camera, I don't think. Because it would be blocking my view. If they do something silly on one of these, though... Yeah, I guess this one's a little bit different, for instance. Shoo. Ah, I was trying to just stop for a second to get my bearings. Didn't quite manage. This would not be too hard of a level, I don't think, to cheese, but I don't want to start out that way. Ooh. That one is a bit awkward to do. It's also a bit weird how the collisions don't quite perfectly line up with those parts there. Ah, it's hard to move quickly without accidentally moving forwards or backwards. I'm trying to keep my cool here though. I think this is going to be necessary for something like this. And what's happening here is, and you see there are no checkpoints. So it's kind of an endurance. Oh, what happened there? Of a sort. So what's important here is being able to hold out. Why am I suddenly moving forwards and backwards? It's not holding out. Yeah, see, that's what I need. And this is, it's not my precise movement, but it is the tricky part of handling fast movement in tricky situations. But this is the last view. Which is why I've said it's basically the hardest thing to do in this game. Get some close calls all around. Careful. That was pretty photogenic. It's interesting how the rings of that Saturn. They do turn if you rotate this way. Actually, they that's interesting. So they always face the camera, but if you're moving in free mode, they don't do that anymore. So this, I don't think this one down here should be that big of a deal. Can't see the marble very well. This one doesn't scare me that much, and maybe I'm wrong to think that. Ah. It feels like you just move forwards and backwards faster when you're moving sideways for some reason. I don't know why that is. Whoa. But you gotta keep it cool. Ooh. Alright. There we go. This part, I basically just want to slow down and stop after this. Yeah. I don't want to ride that speed. That one's basically just there to mess you up, and nothing else. This one, on the other hand, I actually have to make the jump. I've done that plenty of times before, so it should be fine. Oh, I didn't expect there to be a stop! That is mean. I was wondering if they'd pull something weird like that towards the end. That's why I was looking. Oh, to see if... that's why I brought up the map towards the end. I didn't think they'd do something that subtle on the last one. I didn't catch that there was a stop at the end there. That actually makes it easier if you know that it's there. Ah. But if you think it's not, it makes life a lot harder. I guess another thing is, if you're not going that fast to begin with, these things don't actually speed you up that much. Yeah, like that. In fact, it seems like they give you a lot more speed if you're rolling through them with speed already. But otherwise, I think they don't actually give you that much. I don't know, maybe they just add a certain amount of speed, precisely, instead of, like, setting your speed to a certain value or something like that. Not sure. Still think the hardest part is going to be the part that I had trouble with towards the end. Ooh. Still getting close calls on all those, but I'm able to get them fairly consistently. This is the part that concerns me more. The first time I didn't actually make that jump there, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. Because I should be able to just do this. Whew. Yeah, they actually, it feels like they're almost generous with how wide these platforms are. Here you just have to slow down. Just have to catch yourself. And now I just need to make sure that I'm aware that there's a stopper here, this wall. As long as I'm aware of that, I think I should be fine. Because that should mean I can just lean into it. If I even need that. Awesome. I admit, it does feel like a much bigger accomplishment when you have to do the whole thing in one go. I'm afraid of whether we'll have to do others in one go, but, oh, okay, we have Night City 10. We don't need to do every other stage for that. But beyond that, or rather, we also saw that Candy Island had us do, I think, the first stage without any checkpoints, so we'll see what happens with this one. I'll see if I can do, oh, checkpoint, okay. I'll see if I can do them on one stage this episode. This one doesn't look too crazy. I don't know. Going down stairs like that, you might call them. Oh, guardrails. What's this? Oh, this feels luxurious. Oh, it's so slow. This thing here. This is the life. Okay, so is the idea here? Oh, I think I get the idea. Okay, luxurious is one way of putting it. Well, I mean, honestly, I get the way you're supposed to do with this, but I don't think it really works. Because basically the idea is that you need the gem, I think. So you can't just ride the thing up, you have to hurry and kind of race the platform, which is why it's nice that you have these guardrails here. Which is actually not that hard to do anyways. But of course, if you got the gym once, then you can just restart and then take the platform straight back up. I do remember things like this being deceptively difficult. Oh, that's good. So, I don't know. When the platforms are rounded, it was super hard, but here it doesn't seem too bad. Okay, yeah, see, that's where they get you here. That's the mean part. Thankfully, I actually have something on the platform I can line myself up with. Sure, fast. Let's see what we're up against here. So I saw that there's an ant over here, too. Okay, so I need to take the right to get to the ant. No. I need to take the right to get the gem. I guess I can... If you want the ant, you have to take another left after that. Then you can make the jump. And then I guess just ride all the way up? Like, what's the point of the platform? Oh, well, you need the platform up top there to... I actually don't really see what the point of this platform is for the most part. I don't care. I'm better than that. I'm better than that, though. Darn it. I felt so cool for a second. Okay, let's see if we can do this properly, then. We've proved that we can do it the hard way. We have nothing left to prove anymore. We're already cool. There you go. Lots of awkward angles you have to climb up. Whoa. In these stages. See, now I don't really see what the point is of the platform. This idea in my mind is that we just do this. So I didn't have to race that platform at all, and I don't think. Shifting slightly. Yeah. Okay. I'll take it. First level was a lot harder. What? Oh, I guess I did that kind of quickly. How did I do that quickly? That felt longer. Okay. Like, I wasn't trying to be fast in the slightest. I was just taking my time. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time in the next episode. Bye, everyone.